Hello, this is Norman Woodstock Spalding, Bare Bones Broadcasting. It is Thursday, March 22nd. It's snowy day outside. It has no business. March 22nd, snow, dumb. I'm a radio broadcaster, Skeleton Nation. Anyone tuning in this thousands of light years from now, please pay attention. Oh, you already did. You're right. I'm sure you wouldn't pay attention to this. It just shows how dumb we are. This is an example of how stupid the humans are living in the year 2012. I had something else on my mind before I read this introduction. Now I don't have it on my mind anymore. I should write these things down. I'm so stupid I can't remember what I just came here to say. Pretty dumb. It was something that was interesting. That's the way the old body's working this morning. The anatomy is fading in and out, kind of like the council of this planet. It had something to do with reminding you of this. What's going on right now is the council present tense, and it ain't worth a plug nickel. It's a reflection of the lifestyle you're living, and it's garbage. Don't have any communication in it at all, especially in the home, and especially to self, and especially to the wit of what built you. This is failure. The best of you are failing. The least of you is the problem, not the problem. You can't get rid of the violence attacking it. Nope, you just added to it. Dork. Now you got too violent. Whoa. That ain't gonna work. And somebody's feeding off of that. Hell, they ain't. Very successfully, quietly, the most lily-white among you. Dumb. That moves on. That ain't working, and you've got societies failing it and teaching it. How can you hold international court when there's no court out of hypocrisy to hold civil court? All your local civil courts are hypocrisy. How you hold an international court? That's asinine. You can't hold court at home. And there you are holding international court. Dumb. You've got international fiscal. You're failing local fiscal. Stupid to say it. You're afraid to admit it for fear you'll starve. Well, of course you will if you stop. You're not gonna stop. There's nothing else to live with. What's all we know? BS. You've got an echo of information to hang on to that, let me tell you, that makes anything you're supposedly using to motivate with junk. You've got more aspect and echo of information to motivate. Actually, you get out of the way with the motivation that came with each one of you. Came very, very motivated. Entrap it, because now you're mocking it, and you're not entrapping it. I mean entrap it with a conscience. Entrap it. You think you got prisons? Lock them down with their heart long before you lock them up. I'm cruel, huh? No way. I'm like the union rep. I know what you need. I take it out of your hand before you get it. I'll negotiate your pay raise. Want a bet? Union rep. I know all about that. I sure do. I'm market recovery. Want a bet? I know all about market recovery. Okie dokie. Let's market recovery then. I like that. We'll take a little bit for those yet to come. And we'll do it with our lifestyle. And we'll set it aside. And we'll do it with 2 words. Honesty. That's something you do with yourself. That's a confession about living you have with yourself. And it always pangs generosity. That's all we need. That's all we need. Done. Living is. Do I sound like a business agent to you? I've seen some really good ones, and I've seen some junky ones. You can learn by the example of both. You sure can. I'd mention a name, I'd tell you if he's still alive, I don't want to embarrass him. What a business agent! You know my greatest privilege is going through an apprenticeship with a union apprenticeship. That makes Marine Corps training the same. I just was treated, well, I wouldn't say better. I can't say that. No. Well, I was treated very similar. I mean, a lot more Marines. I was knocked down and built back up. Union training, apprenticeship. I look back on it, mon ami. Thank you. Thank you! Especially the union meetings. Union meetings I went to, you never know how candid they were. Much different than the union meetings, some of the union meetings I've gone to. You know it's all puppet. These union meetings were different than puppet, even though they were puppet. There's no two ways about it. All union meetings are puppet. All of them. How can you have a union meeting with Robert Rules of Order and claim you don't have a puppet union meeting? That's Robert Rules of Order, a puppet. That ain't going to give you a meeting. Hell, they'll throw you out any second. Meetings they can throw you out of are not meetings. They can throw you out of a meeting, you don't have a meeting. A meeting, when somebody breaks down, the others are not able to leave, and they aren't. It's like a jury room. You can't leave, you can't throw them out. Meeting. You can't say, this isn't the way we do. That is. This is the way we do. It's called get it out of them, candid, and it has to come out. And when it don't, you didn't have a meeting. You didn't. And if the others are too snobby to overhear it come out, because it's not their traditional emotional way of doing things, tough! If you don't want to have that when you go to the meeting, don't go to the meeting. Don't have it. It's just a joke. You can't show emotion in a meeting. And I mean, oh, we have to keep emotion just... No, you don't! No, you're not allowed to agree. You're not allowed to be beating on each other. It's in the John Wayne movie, although some of those meetings were pretty good. Man, they backed up, remembered more. Bad meeting.